Welcome to Bible Crafts for Kids. Today we're going to continue the Books of the Bible series with Deuteronomy. You can find this download at biblecraftsforkids.com under the menu Books of the Bible. The download has complete pictured instructions. It comes with the templates for the labels, and also it comes with a memory verse. The page itself is made on a 6x6 base. However, we have the inserts of the labels on this page, which makes it interesting. The kids really like it. And this Moses label is off of the page, so that makes it interesting manipulation. So let's get started. So following our instructions, we're going to need a 6x6 piece, and we're going to need a 4x12 piece for the add-on. I'm using a 12x12 inch scrapbook paper, which I'm going to make my first cut at 4 inches. I'm going to make my second cut at 6 inches. And I will turn that and cut it again at 6 inches. And that will be our base page and our add-on strip. Next, we're going to score our add-on strip. And we're going to score that at 4 inches and 8 inches. Then we're at the 4-inch mark. We're going to turn it, and we're going to score from this upper left corner to the right bottom corner at the score mark. So I have a line drawn on my scoreboard so that I can manipulate the points to the point. And I'm simply going to score that as a diagonal in the middle section of my strip. Now that center section is where we're going to be folding. Now we're going to cut a small thumb hole to the right of this center section past the center score line. So it will be over here to the side. I'm simply going to take my scissors and make a small thumb hole. Doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't matter. But now let's add our double stick tape. I use double stick tape because it is very easy for the kids to use and it's not that expensive. So to start, we're going to flip our strip over, and we're going to position our double stick tape right next to the score line on all 4 sides of the right end. And then we're also going to put a strip along this score line, but it's going to be on the right of the score line, not on the left. So we find our score line, and it's a little hard to see here, but we only want to go up to where that diagonal line meets. We don't need to go all the way to the top. Okay, now that is our page. So we have our 4x12 strip, and we have our 6x6 base. I'm going to turn it over because it will coordinate with our strip. So now let's look at our labels. On each page, there is enough labels for 2 kits. However, we're only going to need 1 set of labels for the kit. So let's cut that out. I'm going to cut the outside edges first, because then I'm going to attach my double stick tape. However, this one is a little different because we do not have as much double stick tape. 2 of our labels do not have double stick tape on them. And these labels are the words to live by. Let's set those aside. And who wrote the book? These 2 labels do not need double stick tape. But we do need double stick tape on the main characters, the title, Moses, and Moses died. Now this Moses and Moses died is 1 label, but we're going to fold it in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and simply cut off the ends. And I'm going to apply my double stick tape. I'm going to put 2 rows on this label. And I'm going to add double stick tape to the main characters as well. So we have the base, we have the strip with the double stick tape, we have the 2 labels that have no double stick tape, and we have the labels that have the double stick tape. And I'm going to cut the Moses and Deuteronomy apart. Now, we did not cut out the memory verse cards, and you will add those to the kit as well. So let's assemble our kit. To assemble our kit, we're going to start with our strip. Now, we're going to fold on this diagonal line in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the right-hand side of our strip and we're going to fold it down along that score line, and we're going to crease that score line. So it is, the right-hand side is down. Then we're going to take this bottom portion and we're going to wrap it around on the score line. And we're going to crease it. So let's do that again. It is down and around to the back. Okay, so we've got that far. So now we're going to open it up and we're going to release our double stick tape, and we're going to take this portion to the back. And that creates a pocket here and a pocket here. Then we're going to simply fold it over, and we have our add-on page. So now let's add the labels to our add-on. Okay, we're going to start with our title page, which is Deuteronomy. And we're going to add that to the front. Now, next, we're going to add the main characters to the inside. Then we're going to go back to the front and we're going to add the Moses and Moses dies. So we're going to simply fold that on the score lines, and we're going to place it on the inside, on the outside and on the inside. Now, if you start on the inside, you can see this blank space. And that blank space is where the Moses dies goes. So what I do is I add Moses died to the inside first. And I place Moses died in this blank area, leaving it to hang out over the edge of the page. I flip it back to the front, and then I simply glue it down. That makes a tab to open our add-on page. Then we're going to add what this book is about in the pocket, and we're going to add the words to live by on the diagonal pocket. And that makes our add-on page. And see, now you can see that the reverse image is the chevron stripes. So I'm going to turn this over, and it will accentuate the add-on page very nicely. And we're going to glue that on. And that completes our Deuteronomy page. Now, if you're using binding, you have plenty of room here to put whatever binding you're using. But that completes our Deuteronomy page. And it is a wonderful manipulation that the kids just absolutely love because of little things like this tab and like the inside pocket. So thank you for joining me today. Be sure to download at BibleCraftsForKids.com. Have a nice day.